Good morning, my name's Trevor, and today I'm going to show you how to install crossbars from Kingery on your Jeep. This is our 2021 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport S, and it's got something very special, which is a third row, and that means that everything has to go up top when we haul anything. So these bars are going to come in handy because they are locking as well. Now let's step over and do the unboxing and get to the install. Alright, so inside the garage we've got our box from Kingery here, and opening this up, everything is super bundled. I love that. I love that they protect these so they're not going to show up all dinged up, even if the delivery guy accidentally, yeets them onto your drive or your garage or the door, the steps. They've got this packaged so well that it comes in and it's great. So as I'm getting all of this out, we will get everything unwrapped here in just a second too. Alright, now that we've got everything unboxed here, they send you the instructions, so it goes through everything that you need to know. Like, do not install these on your freedom panels because the freedom panels are not made for that, and I don't want to see that kind of damage happen to your Jeep, so don't do that for one. And also these tubes here, I'm going to set these in here so they don't blow away. These bars have a wing-like shape, like an airplane wing, and that is going to help with wind noise. It helps lower the wind noise, and it works great. The other thing that I really love about these is that the center gasket here on the top side is actually all fits in the inside through that slot and goes the entire way. So that also is going to help reduce a lot of wind noise that some other crossbars don't have. Now one of the best features so far is that this thing locks, and I absolutely love that. So I've got one right here. I've already got the key in there and unlocked it, and that is where we find the bolt to loosen and we can attach that clamp to our Jeep. We'll get there, don't worry. But having these lock is going to be so nice because now somebody can't just come up with a socket set or a wrench set and take them off of the top of my Jeep, and I come out and I'm like, where did my stuff go? So we've got two left and two right end caps for our crossbars here, and also these 3M stick side foam seals. And I'll show you guys where these go as we get into putting these together. To put these together, first I'm going to take a bar, I'm going to flip it over, and as you can see we've got some slots here, and I'll grab this first bar here, and we have a metal bracket right there. This is going to just slide right on into there, and it's fully adjustable, so based on how far it needs to be on the roof, we can adjust this to where we need it. But now that that is in there, we can take I have a right one, and the smaller end, the round end's going to the front, and so we're just going to match that up. We're just going to push it in. As far as tools go for what we'll need, you may need a little rubber mallet just to help hit this in, or a hammer, and I would put a towel on it so that you don't ding it all up. But you might be able to get it in just by squeezing it with your hands. Looks like I'm gonna have to get a little hammer and hit it in just a little bit. The other thing is scissors, because Kingery puts in the Allen keys that you need for all of these bolts that will make adjustments once it's on the Jeep. So now let's go ahead and do this other side. And to do that, I'm going to take the key that was provided, put it in there, unlock this, take off our cover, leave that down, and again align this with the slot on the crossbar itself, push that in, and then we'll grab a left one because that's the side that I'm doing. And we'll slide that. That one went in a little easier. I might give this side a little better whack than I did. Just using your hands can work. Oh yeah. There we go. Let me get a close up of this for you guys. So there's the slot that I'm talking about. These are our adjustments. This is where we'll tighten this once we get it adjusted in the right spot. This one we don't need to adjust yet, but you may need to, depending on the height of how high this needs to sit for your application. And then there is, give me just a second, this bolt that will tighten the clamp, which is right here, to the Jeep itself. And then underneath here in this gap is where we will use, or potentially on this side too, where we'll use those foam pads to help reduce a lot of that wind noise. So there's one bracket. And speaking of the wind, here we go. This one's ready. They are labeled rear and front. However, for our build, they are the same size, and it doesn't matter if this is front or rear. But for the sake of the video and the label, this one's going in the rear. Just to get it out of the way, I've set it on top of the back of the Jeep, and it would be helpful at this point if you had a second set of hands to help you align that right. You could also lay a blanket over your roof if you would like, so that you don't scratch it up while you're doing that. However, I've done this a few times, so I'm somewhat a professional, you could say. So again, with our second, with the front bar, just going to slide that in, grab our end cap. This one happens to be a left. Oh no, I'm sorry. This one is a right on this side. Because it's upside down, it's backwards. And then we'll grab this mount, slide it in, put on our left cap. Bam, just like that. Now we're ready to put this one on the Jeep as well. Now remember, when you put it on your Jeep, the rounded edge is going towards the front of the Jeep. It'll point towards the front, and the pointy end will point towards the back. That's key to helping with that sound, that noise reduction. So let's get these put on there, and I'll show you guys that process. Now for this step, you're going to want to figure out where you want them to be on the back half of your roof. And for us, we've already got these marked. What I did was I measured from this back clip up to the front on both sides, got it squared and aligned, and so that's where I wanted it to be. And then we have a basket that we put on top of these, and so based on that, that's where I ended up putting my front one, and that's just how we did it. But you guys make sure that it's at least straight and it'll fit for your application. So the first thing we're going to do is right here, this hex key here, this bolt, we're going to loosen it, and what that'll do is open up our clamp right here so that we can put it on our valley up here on the roof. So I'm just going to gently lift this up, push this back part in, get it lined up. Now this side's good, and I need to go to the other side. Now on the other side, we're going to do the same thing. I've already got this one loose, and you can see where my past crossbars have left a line. So that's where I know I'm aligned there, and now I can go ahead and I can tighten this down. And that'll start hugging both sides of this little gutter piece. Make it nice and tight, make sure it holds on, so that when we got load up top, it won't fly off. After this, after we've got that, then I can align my bar. I'm going to go tighten the other side, and then we'll line that bar up. Alright, there we go. Here's a look at it. Both sides are tightened down, and now we just need to tighten the bolt underneath of our mounting bracket. There you go, now you can see it. So right there, we're going to tighten this bolt now. And that will keep your bars from sliding left and right. Something to do before you put the bar up there is to tighten the bolt right here just a little bit, enough so that you can still move it, but not so much that it's super loose, because that'll save you some time when you go to tighten it on all the way. So I'm going to flip this over, get it lined up, and I need to loosen it just a little bit more. There we go. Got that side where I want it. Now let's go to the other side and make sure it's where I want it to. Alright, now that I've got it lined up where I want it, I'm going to go ahead and just tighten this down. That'll tighten this part here. Then I'll make sure I align the bar how I would like it. There we go, that's nice and firm. Check the alignment here. Do my little hand measures. I did it on the back side too. Ever so slightly. That looks good. Let's double check the other side again. Alright, the other side tight. This one looks good as well. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten it down. Nice and tight like that. Make sure it won't go nowhere. Then we want to align this so that it matches the other side. Which I think that feels about right. And there we go. We've got them installed. The last step is to put the covers back on and lock them on. Right now though, I would just wanted to show you, this is, once you get that tightened down and you get that bottom one tightened down and everything's lined up how you want it, don't forget to take off your stickers under there. Maybe. I can't get it with my left hand. Alright, we're going to take the stickers off now. And then we'll put our caps, the covers on, the locking cover. And these things will be just about ready. And we've still got the foam pads to put right there. You see that right in there. There's a gap on this side and that side. We'll cover those up. That's going to help reduce that wind noise. Let me get those covers. Alright, now I've got the key put into our cover here. Make sure it's in the unlocked position. Now we're just going to line it up. It's real easy. Lock that on and boom. Now that is stuck on there and we can do the back side. Rinse and repeat. Unlock it, slip it in, lock it. Just that easy. That's how quick you can put those covers on. They look great. And I am very excited that they hide the bolts and you can't just come up with some tools and take them off real quick. That is an awesome feature. The last thing that we need to do is grab our scissors and grab a couple, I got my scissors here, and a couple of these foam pads, because we are going to measure right under here or cut a little slit. So I'm going to cut a little piece off right there. And we're going to peel this backing off. It helps if you have fingernails. Okay, now I've got the sticky side and I'm going to put that right under there. Just like so. And then we're going to push it, make sure it's on there nice and good, and that it covers that gap. just like that. That is what helps cancel out that wind noise. Now you can see there's still a gap right over there on that side, so I'm going to measure it and do the same thing. I might have enough on this strip. No, I do not, which is why they send multiple strips. Make sure you get that to the right size. I'm just pushing it up against this bracket and then measuring with my finger here, and then I'll just cut it. Again, we'll peel off that white side, leaving our sticky side there. And we'll butt it up against the back. Making sure that we cover all the way back and all the way forward. Boom. There we go. So I'm going to do that all the way around and then we'll be done. There we go. We're all done now. Everything's nice and tight. I mean, I can shake the entire Jeep. You might not be able to see, but just by hanging on to that, and it's not loose. Not loose at all. That thing is ready to go on a road trip, and that is exactly what we want to do. Now, once you've got these on and you've been driving a little bit, go ahead and take off your locking covers there and double check that everything's tight, because these can come loose, and it's better to check it before you put a load on it than to be down the road and have your load on the side of the road. So that is it. There's our install. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you thumbs up this video and click the red subscribe button, and we will catch you in the next one. Thanks again, Kingery. These are incredible, and I cannot wait to use them to haul some of our sports gear. Have a great night. God bless y'all.